if you're not currently aware, there's a burning pit in Peru. Look it up, man. It's called the Pit.
The Pit of Despair.
Doorway to something.
What's it called?
Pit to hell or
Doorway.
Yeah, doorway to hell.
To hell.
Oh. Yeah, it says pit. Click on the link, dude. No, click on the link. It's crazy.
What is this one?
Yeah, that one. Click on that one.
No, I'm not gonna watch a YouTube video.
No, there's no sound. There's no sound. Look at this, dude. It's just a flaming pit. That's a person up there walking. Yeah, they just lit it on fire, and they were like, I guess it'll go out in like a day or two, and then 40 years later, it's still going.
35 years.
Yeah, dude. Isn't that crazy?
This place in Uzbekistan,
I was way off.
is called by the locals the Door to Hell. It's situated near a small town, Dervaz. The story of this place lasts already for 35 years. Once the geologists were drilling for gas, then suddenly during the drilling they found an underground cavern. It was so big that the drilling site, with all the equipment and camps, got deep, deep underground. None dared to go down there because the cavern was filled with gas, so they ignited it so that no poisonous gas could come out of the hole. And since then, it's burning for 35 years.
Just been cruising along. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows how many tons of gas has been burned. Holy cow.
But there just seems to be an infinite amount. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Is that in Russia?
Uzbekistan.
Where's Uzbekistan?
Uzbekistan.
Does anybody in the comments know where Uzbekistan is? Refresh this.
Our Dutch guy, do you know where Uzbekistan is?
Why would the Dutch know where Uzbekistan is? Just because he lives
Because he's
near
closer than we are.
Well, I'm not saying he's not, but I mean, it is what it is. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
Got a lot of guess. It's in Asia.
It's in Asia. Thank you, Soviet Jesus. That's quite. That's quite a good name, you. You got a crazy Dutch guy, Soviet Jesus.
In Soviet Russia, do we save Jesus?
I think so. Or does Jesus save you?
No. That's
oh, yeah. We save
Jesus.
Yeah, it's backwards, right? Yeah, we save Jesus. What's up, guys? My name is Josh. As you know, I am the producer / head editor here for GITV.
The Predator.
Tim Sargent, the face, if you will, needs to silence his phone. I will do the same.
I can't. I gotta get text updates from
the
vibe,
man. Put it on the vibe. The vibe 1059.
Shoot.
So I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I know some of you guys live in Russia or in Dutch.
The Netherlands?
But
the Dutch?
The
He just
Dutch?
lives in the Dutch.
That's now a place. I'm pretty sure you guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving out there, but I hope you had a good Thursday anyways. It was a train.
They don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the Dutch?
I'm pretty sure that's pretty much only an American tradition.
Maybe they do it like the day before because that's when they left. Like, bye.
I don't think that they do that.
When all the Protestants left Europe, right? They left the Catholic Church
I don't
and then
think
they
that
came here
happens
to
to be
America.
the exact same day that we had Thanksgiving. I think so. Maybe somebody can clear that up in the comments, but as far as I know, that's not correct.
Well, we're not supposed to be live until 12 o'clock anyway, so...
This is true. We got another 9 minutes.
Canada celebrates Thanksgiving.
Yeah, of course they do. Yes. We are shooting this for the YouTubes.
So, in case you missed anything that happened in the show that you thought was extra funny or cool, you can catch it on YouTube.
We were gladly surprised. We put up that video, and it was like an hour and 20 minutes long, and we got 10,000 views.
More than that, probably.
10,000 views. People apparently really love us bantering back and forth and chit-chatting.
This Door to Hell video is ridiculous.
I think we should probably put a link. If anybody's curious what we were talking about when the video first started, it's called The Doorway to Hell in Uzbekistan, which is in Asia. Thanks to Soviet Jesus for that info. You can go check that out. It is a pretty interesting... Oh, man, I love that intro for that video.
Thanksgiving intro.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving intro is pretty awesome if I must say so myself.
If I say so myself.
Yeah, I may have had something to do with it.
VFC versus G&G versus KWA Full Metal Discussion. 14,000 views.
Wow. Yeah.
I was surprised. I didn't think anyone would sit there.
I mean, let's consider this, though. You've got a lot of big keywords in there. And on top of that, it is the versus thing. Everyone always wants to know the answer. You know, what is the best gun?
7,000 views.
What's the best gun? That was a good one.
Bob and I talk about our airsoft careers. That's only been up for
You guys talk about
a
video
day.
games. You guys talk about video games way more than the career.
Oh yeah, I need to fix that title. I spelled StarCraft wrong.
Would you put 2 words? Oh, you did it 2 words? What?
It has. If you look on
You're
the
crazy.
actual
It's a
video
capital
game,
C. It's a
I
capital
know,
C, not-
indicating a proper noun or a new word.
That's not how the Koreans do it, man. Even though the
Koreans
game,
did not
it
do
wasn't developed in Korea, but just
Blizzard is here in California.
in Irvine. I know.
In Irvine. You've been there? Really? When did you go?
I went down there for BlizzCon.
Oh, they actually have BlizzCon at the
No. They don't have it at the thing. They have BlizzCon is at like the huge convention center, like the Los Angeles Convention Center, or something like that. For the first year they had it, and then because it just so happens, a friend of mine is a very charming young man. He talked to one of the girls who works at Blizzard as I guess an arts person or whatever, and we were gifted with a chance to go take a tour of the place. This is like well before they had all the really awesome statues, but it was still a cool experience. So, and shout out to my friend out there. You know what I'm talking about, ladies man. So if you can go ahead and switch back to the chat so I can talk to these people, that'd be cool.
Bob and I went to Blizzard to visit. Kurt Hagman apparently went to UCLA with the CEO of Blizzard, and so Kurt got us in. And
The CEO, wow, that's a pretty big deal.
yeah, I forget his name, Mike something.
Yesterday, is it Bob Tell Me Twilight? I don't understand.
Huh? A
Is
bit
it
disappointed
Bob
with
Twilight?
last night's Doorbuster.
Oh, colleague. No, that was actually not Bob. That was somebody else that works here or
Hello?
owns the company. So,
Mm-hmm.
well, Tim's on the phone. Yeah, what are you guys up to today?
Mhm.
Everyone getting some cool Black Friday deals or just chilling at home? Obviously, some people are chilling at home because they're watching this, but only HD crazy.
Okay. Okay.
Is that Fraser?
It's my wife. I'm actually live right now on the internet.
On the internet. Tim is conversing with his wife. Working and shooting.
Okay,
That's pretty
see
good.
ya.
It's got a CQR. Nice. Yeah, the CQR doorbusters at the store were surprisingly selling out pretty quickly. Well, actually, not surprisingly. It is a CQR, which is a pretty good gun.
CQR is pretty solid.
So is this Mini MP5.
Mini MP5.
I would highly recommend this to nobody. But I would definitely say it's really fun. You should definitely check them out. I've been having fun with it in office.
Okay, as Team Butterfield just mentioned, maybe we can reiterate, we are implementing 2 mystery boxes. Black Friday at Walk-In with Food. Oh, okay. He's kind of just announcing what's going on totally, but we are having 2 mystery boxes. We're going to have a mystery box go live on Cyber Monday. I don't have the details for the items yet. In fact, I should probably get that from Jason. But it's going to be an awesome mystery box. It's going to be like a modified mystery box of desire. It's going to be even more desirable.
That's super desirable.
If that's possible.
Indeed. Yeah, so as you guys know, it is Black Friday today, and we have a huge sale going on down at the walk-in store. So if any of you guys are tuning into this right now and taking a watch, and you live in the Southern California area, the heck are you doing watching us? Go down to the store, get some friggin' sweet deals. Stop wasting time, seriously. So it's going to be really, really awesome. We were down there earlier today hanging out. We did some money booth action. Saw some of the new guns from KWA as well as G&G. Condor was down there. Who else was down there? Lancer Tactical was down there. Vism with some of the new scopes and sights. They were down there as well. It was pretty sweet. Got some cool patches. And we're going to go back and get some tacos from the taco truck because they are so good. Love those tacos. So next year I'll buy a ticket to the Doorbuster. Good, good. Do you guys want me to review a gun on the wall? You can pick any gun. I'll start talking about it for you guys till Tim gets
I
back.
can't find
Oh,
Jason.
he's
Did you
back
tell him
on
the
the
best part about the Black Friday sale?
I did not tell them the best part about Black Friday sale because I wanted you to inform them about it.
Okay, the best part about the Black Friday sale. Obviously, you can save a lot of money, but the taco guy.
I did
has
mention this in
some
tacos.
delicious tacos.
Yeah.
Well,
And there's also somebody there this year called...
Mama Masubi.
I don't know what Masubi is because I am, as you can see, of pale complexion. And I'm unfamiliar with the whole Masubi...
You've eaten You've eaten chicken katsu from L&L Barbecue before, though.
This is true. I was taken there by an Asian man sitting to my right. He was like, "Hey, Josh, would you like to go get some chicken katsu?" And I was like,
You've never had
"I don't
katsu
know
before?
I don't know what that is." You were the first person to take me to L&L.
Oh, really?
It was like our first time. We got some boba from the store next door. Had some L&L barbecue. I got some chicken katsu, which I had never had before, which is kind of like this. I guess like deep fried chicken would be the best way to describe it, but
Yeah,
it's not.
deep
It's
fried
very thin, kind of thin deep fried chicken.
Yeah.
You dip it in this delicious sauce, and it was quite tasty. Their macaroni salad is really, really tasty.
Yeah, that's the
So,
business.
I can't see. Can you move this monitor so we can see it?
I can see it perfectly fine.
Well,
What do you need to see?
I'm squinting to try to see, and I feel like I'm turning Japanese.
Crazy Dutch, that is our replication of the Battlefield 3 gun. I need to move this closer.
Hot off the press.
Josh.
Hot off the press.
There it
Ladies
is.
and gentlemen, we have some.
That's the mystery box. Okay.
Oh man.
This is the mystery box that's going live on Monday. So
Is
we've
it-
got the
is it
mystery box
Blazer?
of desire stuff. Yeah, we've got obviously the KWA CQR. There's a lot of that in there. We've got a G36C with 2 magazines package. That's going to be pretty awesome.
I already see one that I'm super excited about.
What is it?
VFC Full Metal FN Herschel traded Scar H.
That's the SSR.
SSR.
Yeah, you wanted to be
I
a DMR.
want an SSR really, really bad, but
It's
I
3 magazines,
haven't,
not 2.
I haven't bought one yet just because, yeah, I'm kind of working on a side project with a gas gun to turn into a DMR. See what happens.
You're
with
not
that.
doing anything. You just have ideas. You're an idea man.
Well,
But anyway, what else do we have here? We have a 417, pretty standard in the box of desire. Obviously, this box is very desirable. We have the... I just mentioned the 417. We've got the Bravo RDW. We've got the SOCOM Gear Mark 1 PWS Diablo AEG. Classic Army Full Metal P90.
oh snap.
Excellent CQB gun. The Robinson Armament XCR.
Oh, we got a G96 gas-powered G&G Full Metal Sniper in there. Robinson's
There
Arm,
is
ACR.
the VFC M16A3 AEG. The ICS Full Metal MX5 Pro is going to be in it. We've got the Umarex
Oh,
MP5A5.
The Magpul Full Metal MOE carbine is going to be in there as well.
Yep, that's a pretty
Wow.
sick gun.
And Dark Earth, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So I apologize, we're sitting here staring intently at this
That
list.
gun is $360. The G&G Raider XL Blowback.
At the bottom of the list there, Tim.
KWA LM4 PTR.
LM4. It's one right over there. It's not the Battlefield gun, but the one, this one. There you go. That one. LM4. Do you guys have any idea when you're
We
going
got
to
a monster box. I don't know what's in the monster box, but there's over $1,100 worth of stuff in the monster box.
$1,100?
Yeah, and we've also got a gas blowback monster box that's worth almost $500, $479. So that one's pretty gnarly too.
Indeed.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Got a lot of cool stuff coming in with this mystery box that's going to be happening on Cyber Monday. The price of the monster box, or the price of the box.
It's unlisted. Hopefully somebody
It
in
looks
the
like it
comment
might
section
be-
named Team Butterfield can say that it's that much.
I've got a price down here. Oh, what is it?
Box retail.
Yes, $189.95 is what the box is gonna be listed at.
$189.95 for a chance to win. I don't really think there's any gun that's under that much.
Well, I mean, obviously the CQR is obviously the one that's going to be at that price, but
Right. But I mean,
you can always use discount coupons when buying the monster box or when buying the mystery box. So let's say the mystery box is $190. You use a discount coupon, you get $36 off of that. So you're only looking at $160 or so. So everything that you get in the monster box is going to be, or get in the mystery box, is going to be more valuable than what
yeah,
you pay
pretty much
for.
everything. So no matter
Yeah.
what gun you get, you're
No matter what, you're making
with the
out
holiday
with
savings going on right now, you're
positive,
gonna
yeah.
save some cash on that. So.
some serious cash.
Some
so.
serious cash, yeah. And if you manage to pull out some pretty fun stuff, you get a monster box. Wow.
Saprius, too much for his blood, $189. We're gonna have another monster mystery box December 1st, I believe. That's gonna be a little more affordable than this. There's still gonna be some awesome stuff in here. I believe it's mostly gonna be filled with KWA guns. So if this is too much for you, the $189.95, then stay tuned on December 1st because we're gonna be having another mystery box at that time.
Is there not going to be another mystery box going live with just gear in it? I was under the impression maybe we're going to do something like that.
I believe so. I mean, there's going to be lots of mystery boxes throughout the whole season to remember. Remember, the season to remember is the whole umbrella that covers all of our savings, and we're going to have some mystery boxes in there for sure.
Spartan 117 GW. That is, I know that man. I've met him multiple times. and he's on my Facebook posting Medal of Honor stuff all day.
Gregory Wong.
There you go. Thank you. The G-Dubs. The G-Dubs. What's up, man? Aren't you out in deployment right now?
I didn't even know his name.
I see him on my Facebook all the time. Bob was telling me he played zombies with him in Black Ops like not even 2 nights ago.
Oh, really?
They were telling stories about running around with M14s and getting crazy up in the military.
M14s and stuff.
Why you don't answer phones? Because we
all
need
of
the
our
phones.
personnel are assisting everybody at our Black Friday sale. So the phones are going off the hook. We realize that, but we just don't have people to take care of that.
You should take one of the guns and kill yourself. I don't think that that's possible. I'll be honest with you right now. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think that you can die.
Yeah, I mean, I could try. I mean, we could try, but I don't really think that's going to be
I don't think that
feasible.
these type of guns are what you really want to do that with.
Yeah, that's going to be a bad solution.
I don't think it's possible.
Guys, are you selling the M4 carbine from Battlefield, or at least can you name the list of components from it?
We are going to sell
kind of
it.
waiting for Frank to give us that list of components. I'm honestly curious what's in there as well because it's a badass gun.
The only thing that's been done to it is all external. So, I mean, you're talking about rear flip-up sight, front MBUS sight, VFC PEC 15-2. The hollow sight's going to come with it. The ICS Ready Mag system. The stock came with it. You're talking about a little bit of paracord. We're not going to charge you for that. The UTG rail covers, and then this replica M900, which is probably like $100 or so. We also have the Knights Armament style barrel extension.
QD barrel extension.
Yeah, don't do that though.
Okay,
but the thing is that this gun isn't wired to work properly yet. This gun is wired to the front because of the base gun that Frank built it off of.
Yeah,
so
this was
what
kind
we're
of just
either
a
going to
split.
do is swap this PEC box out for a PEC 15 that actually holds the battery, or we're going to rewire it to the back. So that's why it hasn't been for sale yet. Can you put this back real quick? Thank you.
What?
Because I have
I don't want to put it back. It's so awesome. I just want to hold
to
it.
check out.
Shoot, this thing's freaking sweet. I really like this gun. Initially this challenge started out as a Modern Warfare 2 situation where or not Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, and I was like, man, you know, that MP7 they use in the game looks really similar to the one we have in the back, and I was like, we can probably modify that to achieve the effect of making it look like that. And somebody was like, you guys should do the Battlefield 3 gun. We're like, yes, we should do the Battlefield 3 gun. And
We ended up doing the entire loadout.
this thing, I'm trying to get the light to capture it here. This thing turned out gorgeous. It is such a beautiful gun. I'll say this though, you better be a strong dude to be running around with this because it is heavy. It's got so many accessories. It's solid, but it's definitely got some.
It's heavier than I would want to take out
Yeah.
onto the field, but it's not that bad. I've just been informed that we have some amazing deals on the WE gas blowback guns. Look how discounted these are. A lot of them are under $100 for these pistols.
$85 for $81 for a high Kappa 3.8.
Yeah.
Holy
WE
cow.
high Kappa.
Guys,
1911
go check those out.
MU.
There's a 1911. Go up real quick.
1911.
Is that the
There's
Desert,
a lot of them.
the
Look at-
Desert Warrior 1911 for $80?
It just gets cheaper the further you go down. $74 for 1911 single stack.
That's redonkulous.
Tim, your comb over makes you look very sophisticated. Well, I am very sophisticated. Thank you for noticing.
Tim's a pretty sophisticated guy. I can vouch for that.
Can't wait to stop by GI this winter. Gregory Wong is coming back to Cal. He's going
Coming back.
back.
Hey, Greg, when you
back
come,
to
will you bring
Cali.
that cold steel tomahawk? I want to check that thing out. I know Bob really wants to see it as well. So
Bob interested in a tomahawk?
I know, who would have thought, right? Jeez, could you imagine? I don't know why he would be interested.
What do you think
in that.
Bob's doing right now?
Bob right now, he's probably still
Sleeping.
sleeping. Yeah, so he's probably recovering from his family's
Bob's family
tournaments.
parties hard, man.
They do party the hardy for sure.
I went to Bob's house.
Voodoo Hawk,
for-
I'll bring it up, man. It's by SOG. Yeah, I have a SOG right here in my pocket. Really like SOG knives. They're quite nice.
I don't like SOG knives.
I like them, man. They're really affordable, and I can kind of throw it on any of my gear and not have to worry about losing it. Whereas
I mean, I'm sure they make good knives.
if I'm running like an $800 stride, or I'm gonna be a little more worried about
I'm sure
losing
they make
it.
a nice knife. I'm just saying, like, I don't own
Yeah,
SOG
thank
knives.
you. Thanks, Greg. Yeah, back me up on this one. Not gonna run around with freaking, $800 knives in my pocket just because I can.
Why not?
I don't know, man, 'cause I'm not losing an $800 knife.
Why would you lose it? If you just hold on to it, and then you're not going to lose it.
Just saying,
You don't
man,
have to worry
sometimes
about
when you're doing bungee jumping off of a bridge to nowhere, into nowhere.
it. We didn't do that. We probably should have.
I know. So we did a hike not too long ago up to this place called the Bridge to Nowhere up in, I believe, Azusa
Angeles
Canyon.
Forest.
Los Angeles Forest. They have the bungee jumping out there. It's a really cool, long hike. Long hike, but definitely good fun.
My
Wow.
feet hurt after that.
Yeah, I did too. I was wearing some crazy shoes.
You should, dude, those
My
shoes
feet
are
weren't hurting
not-
that bad though.
Those shoes are not meant for that type of activity.
They were meant for it, man.
No, they weren't.
If anybody's familiar with what we're talking about, I'm talking about the
He's got
Vibram
those
Five
Vibram
Fingers.
five-finger toe
They're
shoes.
so awesome, man.
They're nice shoes. I'm not discounting that at all, but they're not made for hiking.
They're meant for hiking.
I don't think
They're
so.
meant for going in water and being awesome.
I don't think so.
Smells like turkey in here. Where are you, turkey?
Oh, Tim, what's my primary handgun? My go-to handgun.
No, he's asking you what his primary handgun is.
I don't know what his primary handgun is.
I know, that's why it's a weird question.
Are you sure?
Nope.
What's your primary handgun?
What is your primary handgun?
You liar. I don't know. I keep a KWA Mark II 1911 in my holster, but I don't really.
It's more for
use it very
aesthetics.
often.
It's
Yeah.
more for aesthetics.
It's really a backup gun because I don't put my rifle down. If I have to reload, I'll reload, but I don't really like pulling out my secondary, which is something that Bob does a lot.
Do we work at Dick's Sporting Goods? No, we don't.
No, we
Here's your
don't.
answer. Do you know the brand of short dot on the rifle with the stainless steel barrel?
That one? Yeah, it's an NC Star. That is an NC Star Evo scope. It's a
really
one to
nice.
4 times zoom scope. It's a really, really nice.
Yeah, I saw.
Really nice scope.
I actually told the guy at Vism, I was like, "Hey, I really like your scope that you put on Frank's rifle, or he put on his rifle."
Mm-hmm.
So
The guys at Jism.
yeah, just
Mm-hmm.
Vism makes some good stuff. Can the Elite Force TAC 1911 fit in a Black Hawk Serpa or G-Colt holster?
Should be able to.
If it's a 1911 cut holster, I don't see why
It
not.
should be able to.
I wouldn't see a reason. Is there any differences to it?
I haven't taken a micrometer to it to spec it out, but I would assume that it would fit in there. Shouldn't be a problem. I guess this is going to kind of make up for the Q&A session that we didn't have during the
This
last
is true.
one.
They did kind of.
Bob and I were talking about our
Starcraft.
Airsoft careers / StarCraft battle a little too long. But you've already mentioned everything at Black Friday, right?
Yeah, I think we covered pretty much
The tacos,
everything.
Mama Masubi, 20% off the whole store. What else is out there? All the vendors are out there.
There were so many vendors out there.
KWA, G&G, Lancer Tactical, Condor Outdoor, NC Star by Jism.
Insight was out there.
Insight Interactive was out there. Some of the other fields couldn't make it out.
K-Dubs.
Yeah, but we're also, I mean, the marketing guys are out there, not us, obviously, but the other marketing guys are there.
We
We're
have
selling
other
sodas.
marketing guys? We have other marketing guys?
Andrew, the other marketing guy.
The other marketing.
The other guy. He's out selling sodas. All of the proceeds are going to go to benefit the Airsoft Safety Foundation, so that is a good cause. We also have the raffle that's going on. We have, I guess a lot of people are saying the raffle's too expensive.
$25 and you get entered for a chance to win. I think every
A
single
dope
one of those.
gun.
Every single one of those guns was not an M4. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And was also, I believe, the build list for those were easily over the 600 range.
Oh yeah, all of the guns are $600, $700, $800 or so, respectively. But yeah, I mean, $25 for a chance to win a gun like that, I don't really think that's unreasonable at all.
It's not a 145. We did not actually run a show yesterday. We just kind of were figuring, hey, everyone's on Thanksgiving. We'll run some old videos, kind of reminisce and stuff like that. So if you tuned in, it was just kind of like, hey, watch some videos if you get bored on Thanksgiving. So that's really what it was there for. So
I do not wear a helmet when I play.
he does. He needs one for the short bus. So cash is tight these days. I would like to have entered, but it's not great money working at a bowling alley. Haha. Hey, we went bowling just the other night. I had a
Yeah,
great
we did,
time.
actually.
I had a really good time bowling the other night.
I really thought we were going to win first place. We did
Dude,
like a team
do you know we
challenge.
were like 10 points from second place?
I was in order.
10 points. If Bobby just got his shit together, we would have
Yeah.
freaking won, man.
Yeah, if Stacy wasn't on our team, we probably would have won too. But
saying
man,
that-
we have some bowling sharks at Airsoft. I had no idea.
I cannot believe
Some of the
Kyle
other guys were
bowled
so good.
so well. We have
He
a
wasn't the only one that got over 200.
Chris was playing really good.
Yeah, Chris said that he bowled
So
over
our
200.
shipping manager, who used to be our art director, who is now the shipping manager, and our delivery driver, they both bowled like I want to
Over
say a
200,
little over
yeah.
200. Yeah, each of them. So it was they kind of swept the floor. with that one,
Crazy.
so. Yesterday, did you stay up for the doorbusters? Yes, I did, but I didn't
Buy any.
I just stayed up to see how everything went. So
Yeah.
I saw pictures of you guys bowling. I could have swore you were at my lanes. No, we were in Southern
West
California,
Covina
West
lanes.
Covina lanes. So unless you work there,
Unless you work at West Covina
yeah,
lanes.
so.
I'm
Any
sure the
more-
insides of some bowling alleys look exactly the same.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
they got the
Just
arcade,
switch
the
it up.
pool tables, and then the bowling lanes, obviously.
anyone from marketing run Polar Star?
No.
No, not currently, but I'm in the
None of
market
us do.
for it. I'm thinking about it. So
I've considered getting a Polar Star, and then I think, nah.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's just something about having the line come out of the pistol grip that just doesn't really appeal to me. And the performance, I know it's good, I know it's reliable, but I don't really care about reliability so much these days because just give it to someone else to fix.
Yeah, that is kind of a luxury of the profession, so to speak.
Yeah, really.
Are we gonna do another Tim vs. Bob movie?
Movie?
I was talking to Derek after you left.
Yeah.
I think with Bob, we were kind of going over some ideas.
He wants to do another movie, I know.
I think everybody wants to do one.
Yeah.
I really want
Well,
to.
everybody can pay us to do another one because those movies aren't cheap.
Yeah, no, they're a little expensive, guys. So I mean, while we would like to do another one,
We'll see how it goes.
We had a really good turnout for Bob vs. Tim 3, so
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I would really like to do another one. I had really a lot of
Speaking
fun
of
doing
Bob
that.
vs. Tim 3, why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience at BBT3? Because
I
I was talking with you prior to BBT3, and you were like, oh, Airsoft's kind of fun. It's not that fun. Blah, blah, blah. But
Well, okay. Let me say this. My first introduction to Airsoft was more CQB style, like Tac City play, and I just really don't like CQB games.
Yeah.
I don't like the Tac City elements. I do like CQB games like Insight or SC Viper is another good one. I like those kind of close quarters battles, but Tac City just isn't my shiz. I don't know. I don't like it.
Okay.
So I played Tac City like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, man, this is like kind of whatever. I don't really having a good time. And then Tim vs. Bob Roller, or actually no, Lion Claw came after that. And I played Lion Claw, but my gun was like not working that well, so I was pretty bummed out. Then I went to Tim vs. Bob 3. My gun was working great, and I had a good teammate, Ryan from Airsoft HD. Shout out to you out there in Minnesota. And we were just wrecking house. Like we were each. I think each of us were running like 2 or 3 high caps apiece. And I had a couple of mid caps. I went through all my ammunition, and then we ended up reloading in this little bunker we were in, and still killing more people. So it was an awesome experience. It's probably one of the most fun times I've ever had playing Airsoft since I started playing. So I've had a really good time with it since then. I think those kind of operations where I wouldn't say Bob was kind of doing wave attacks with his soldiers, so it was kind of like, if the first man goes down, you grab his rifle and continue fighting. Here's bullets for you, and you get a rifle. So yeah. I kind of felt like it may have been a little like that. So I read out an Enemy of the Gates, but at the same time, being on the opposite end of that, where you're just mowing people down repeatedly, really, really fun.
So I guess your fun factor is directly tied to how many people you kill, or indirectly.
Not even necessarily, because there was a lot of times where I was just cruising around in the bushes trying to find people. I didn't even find anybody, but we were just working together with a little squad, and it was kind of the, I guess the team element was more important to me than I guess the kills. But it is nice to mow people down repeatedly. I had a great time with that. So
I usually have a good time when I shoot a lot of people.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, you'll go through games, like especially like the Lion Claws games that are sometimes played on such a huge AO. You can go hours without seeing a single.
Yeah, that was kind of how it was at Lion Claw 13, or was it 13 this year?
No, the one you went to was 11 or 12 or something like that.
Well, anyways, the Lion Claw operation that we played this year, there was a couple of problems with it. Mainly, the first one, it was windy, and the shots were just totally off course. So it was a bit difficult to kind of adjust for that and play. The second day wasn't so bad, but it was like really, really cold, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it gets pretty windy out there in the desert during the summer, which is also kind of a bummer. So the weather was actually pretty nice for BBT3 because it was early October. It was like 75, 80 degrees or so. It wasn't too windy, so it wasn't affecting your BBs, but it also wasn't too hot.
Yeah.
And so it worked out really well. But BBT4 should be
actually,
awesome.
Greg Wong is mentioning using your hop up basically to adjust for the wind. And there's actually a really funny way that I was taught from, surprisingly enough, Jason Burns from the sales floor. Basically, like he was shooting his gun straight, and he was noticing that the BBs were hitting the wind and then obviously going off course. So what he was doing was canting his gun and then adjusting the hop up so that way they would kick into the wind and then basically, give all longevity. Now he's running a Polar Star, so it's a little easier for him to just be like, and then get back on target. Whereas we have AGs, a little different.
Polar Star hop up should be the same as.
Well, I mean, the ability to like just adjust it really quick and then just pummel through the rounds was a little easier than us. But
Jason Burns is the only guy I know that runs a Polar Star actually.
There's another guy on sales for that runs one.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
I just never really got into those. It just really bums me out that you have to carry a tank and a line and stuff like that.
Kind of defeats the point of going for the serious.
Exactly,
mill
it
sim aspect
defeats
of
the
it, you know
point
what I
of going for a realistic airsoft gun.
I mean, if we're gonna go realistic, everybody should be running LM4s and MP7s. And,
Yeah, but
you know,
I mean
gas
that's why I
guns and
think
stuff.
because I don't like the LM4 that much either. So I think like an AEG
I don't know,
is
man.
about as realistic as I like airsoft because I don't.
Bob was able to get some super duper long range kills at Blue Cloud with that.
No, I know. I mean, it's not a bad gun. I'm not saying that it's a bad gun. I'm just saying I don't like it, and I probably would never buy one because I don't want to run like a full metal. I mean, I don't want to run a gas blowback gun.
Yeah, I feel like the gas blowback guns are a really good step into the, I guess, into the right direction, so to speak, for milsim. But I also feel like I would love to see some like 120 round gas magazines. I know it's just not possible, but at the moment, but I would love to see it. So.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I think that the AEG is about as realistic as I like airsoft because I think the LM4 you don't have the magazine capacity or just any gas blowback gun really. You don't have the magazine capacity. Additionally, a lot of KWA guns are really heavy.
Yeah,
they're usually on the
they are a
heavier
little
side.
heavier, I agree
And then the
with you.
Polar Star is the ultimate performance and reliable airsoft gun because there's so few moving parts. But you gotta have the lines and you have to have the backpack and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, there is drawbacks. I definitely agree with you. I think an AEG is a pretty good balance, though. Like
I like the AEGs, and I don't even really think that the AEGs with the blowback feature, like, that's just. I don't really think that that's something that I would put on my gun. I mean, I have it on some of my guns, but
Yeah.
I don't use those guns very often, and if I did decide to use them more frequently, I'd probably disable that feature. But, I mean, with the AEGs, you have good realism, you have a reasonable amount of reliability and longevity as long as you take care of the gun, and you can have the magazine capacity that kind of compensates for the fact that you're not shooting a real
This is
bullet.
true. This is true. I can definitely agree with you on that aspect. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Like as somebody who's looking, kind of getting into the more gas blowback guns, I can say honestly, I'm a little. I don't know,
Well,
kinda
what you want to do is kind of different, though. You want to build a gas SPR.
correct.
Now, you would only be fighting with, long distance, and you'd only be shooting semi-auto.
Right.
I mean, you would mostly be shooting semi-auto. You certainly would have the option to go full auto if you wanted to, but I think that if I could have a gas blowback SPR, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that's kind of what, like, when I first was thinking about it, I was like, I really love LM4s and the designs that they have. But I was like, I really kind of want something that I can get, maybe like a 500 DMR. I mean, DMR gets thrown around a lot nowadays. And for me, what a DMR in my mind says is a DMR should be like shooting around 500, semi-only, no full auto capabilities, and be able to give you the range that you're looking for. I mean, a lot of people are saying bolt action sniper rifles, shoot 550, and it's like, yeah, I don't really want to do the sniper rifle aspect. I want to have like the single shot kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bob says that he actually prefers the bolt action to semi-auto
Yeah,
sniping.
he does.
And he said like, oh, it's it's more realistic. I'm like, dude, the Marine Corps uses the M14. Like, what do you mean realistic?
Yeah, exactly. So the idea kind of was to start around the office for a little bit. I was thinking, I wonder if you can make an LM4 into a DMR, like have it shoot 500 or whatever. And there's just no parts. They don't exist right now. So getting like a longer inner barrel is just pretty much.
We can modify the bolt. I mean, our techs know how to modify the valves inside the gun.
You're still not going to get that like crazy long range accuracy, right? I mean,
You could, yeah. I mean, what you would need to do, what I would recommend, is modify the bolt and also modify the barrel. That way, you're extending the amount of time that the BB can accelerate in the barrel.
One thing I'm worried about is when we do something like that they're going to be shooting like 900. You're going to be like, oh yeah, I can't go play.
It's
with
possible. That's the cool thing about gas guns is that their capabilities to shoot really hard.
Well, it's
is-
kind of
is
evident
really
when you
high.
look at the real firearms. I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean it's
basically gas,
exactly
gas
expanding
propellant.
gas. That's how a real gun shoots.
Right. But I mean, I definitely think that an LM4 DMR style rifle would be really, really fun. I would love to do that. So.
The funnest airsoft gun that I have shot. Question from Masada 145. You know what's they're different airsoft guns that are fun to shoot for different reasons. The ERG from KWA is kind of fun to shoot because it's an AEG and it has a decent amount of recoil. The guns like the Mac 11 and the MP7, they're fun to shoot because they shoot really fast.
Yeah, you can dump
It's
a
like,
magazine in like
they're all gone.
2 seconds. So
But you know what else is a really fun gun to shoot that we don't sell anymore? But the Top. There used to be a company called Top that made heavy machine guns like the 240 Bravo, the M249. Those were gas
HPA powered guns where you had a line and stuff like that, and the bolt on that thing would just move and kick
Just
so much
smash,
like
smash,
a real
smash,
gun. It's
smash,
like
smash.
pop 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 pop
That's
pop. Like
awesome.
240 doesn't shoot as fast as an M249 does in real life, and you kind of got that like go 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 of the heavy machine gun. So that gun was really fun to shoot at the opportunities that I've had to shoot. Oh. The Echo One minigun is also super fun to shoot.
I have never shot a minigun before, as far as airsoft goes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've seen some pictures of that thing. And
The Echo One minigun, I have had a chance to lay down some fire with that before, and that thing is super fun to shoot. But you just can't bring a minigun on the field; it's so heavy. Like
yeah, it's really
you've
not.
got the
practical.
battery in the backpack. You've got this gun that weighs like almost 40 pounds, and it's just like. It's really fun to play around with, but not to actually play with on the
I
field.
think one of the funnest guns that I've shot recently was Aaron Mora built. He built an AK.
Mm-hmm.
It shoots like 47 rounds a second, and he was like, "Yeah, you have to use these mid-cap magazines because nothing else will feed fast enough." And he was like, "And I have problems with these sometimes." I was like, "There's no way it can possibly be that fast."
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, "Boom!" Oh, it is
It's
that
all
fast.
gone.
Holy cow, it is that fast. And it was just like,
Yeah.
there was just a hole where I was shooting at. So
Yeah. You know what airsoft gun is absolutely not fun to shoot at all?
this right here.
That's actually more fun than I think. The Polar Stars are not fun to shoot. It's like a
lacking.
hose.
Let's relate
Nothing
this. Let's relate this to
happens.
car terms.
Yeah.
Driving a newer car, like a car with all the assists, and like we'll use a GTR for instance.
Well, no,
okay.
let's. Okay, yeah.
GTR is a pretty good example.
GTR is a good example
So
because
the GTR has all-wheel drive, it has traction control, analog braking systems, all the like supercomputers, but it also has the computers to control the pitch and yaw of the chassis when it's rolling. It has everything. The computer does so much for you when you're driving it. You can just click the shifter and it shifts, before you can even blink.
Yeah.
And it just does everything for you basically. Whereas you take something like a GT3 is a really good example. A Porsche GT3, which is just a kind of a bare bones race car. You basically get 2 bucket seats, maybe a radio if you pay for it extra, and a 6-speed gearbox, and you just go.
that wouldn't be my exact analogy, but that is a good one. I mean, because the car does so much for you, you don't really have to drive it. But what I was going to do is relate it to performance is good. Like electric cars are getting in such a high performance bracket that they're actually competing with some of the regular gas cars, and so some people are saying like, oh, like the Tesla. Have you ever been in a Tesla?
I haven't been in a Tesla, but I've seen some of the videos of that thing, and the
Yeah.
acceleration is just
Yeah, the
go,
thing is,
you
it
know?
rockets off the line. But the funny thing is, like, it goes. It doesn't make any noise. It just it just starts
Right.
taking off, and it's wicked fast. But it's just not fun to be in or drive.
doesn't have just like
you don't
a
have the sound exactly. The
you know
sound
what I mean?
effects
Yeah,
make a
no,
huge thing,
for
and
sure,
the car
for
is
sure.
so automated. It's not a manual
You know what you gotta
transmission.
do? You gotta get in there and put on, sounds of Laguna Seca. And just
Oh,
put
yeah.
it just put it in the radio while you go. It's like, here we go, and they're at the line. And then you're just like,
Yeah, but then you got like a downshift noise while you're braking. Like, whoa, your brain's all messed up because that doesn't work, But I mean, that's what the Polar Star is. The Polar Star is so
Yeah,
advanced
I
in
agree.
technology that it just is so efficient at shooting BBs, but you get no feedback as the fighter,
it's
as
just
the shooter. Yeah.
oh, I killed someone.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If a real gun was like that, if you could get a real gun to
The
have
military-
no
that-
recoil
that's what
at all,
everybody would use.
That's
That'd
what
be-
everyone would use
yeah.
because that would be the most efficient way to
Well, they have.
kill somebody.
I was
But
just gonna say they have something similar to that, but I think honestly the Vector's approaching that standard. I mean,
oh yeah, it mitigates
the
recoil
recoil
very
is
well,
just
but they're
out
not
of
gonna.
control. So,
They're not
and with
gonna-
some muzzle brakes, man, you can get really crazy with it. But
I'm
no,
not
I
gonna
agree
issue
with you.
a 45.
The
SMG
Polestar's
to
just
everyone.
lacking emotion.
Yeah,
It
it
just
lacks
doesn't
emotion. That's a
have-
good one.
It's not a. You just don't feel very connected to what's happening.
You,
You're just
that's it. You
shooting
don't feel
BBs out
connected.
of a
Yeah,
hose,
it's like
you know what I
pointing BBs. Like, oh, I want BBs to go there.
Yeah, I
and
want
it can
BBs in
shoot
this
so
area,
fast that
and
it
I'll
just, you
have
can make a
some
line with
here.
BBs. But the Polar Stars is a great gun because it is the next wave of.
They're still cool. I'm not saying they're
Yeah.
not cool, but I would love to see something else. You know what I mean?
Well, I think they're actually the guys at Polar Star are coming up with some sort of blowback system to give the shooter
Why
a
can't they
little
just,
bit
like-
of feedback.
Why can't they just put like a little thing on the side of the gun that sucks air in, then compresses it, and then just shoots it out for you? Like no tank involved. There's got to be some way to like just compress the air. Just like
I don't know. What is this, Fifth Element?
I don't know. Why not? What's wrong with Fifth Element? I love that show.
It's a good movie, but I'm not sure exactly
Hot off
what.
the press.
Hot off the press. Is this just in, ladies and gentlemen? We have.
What is this?
This is the other mystery box.
This is the December 1st Misery Box?
This is the holy KWA.
Okay, it looks like we have This box is the cheaper one for, I don't know who it was that said that money was tight, but I'm pretty sure it applies to other guys too. Saprios.
Saprios.
That was you. This one is $138. And remember, you can use the 20% off coupon, so you're really looking at more like $110. And it looks like we have a mixture of tactical gear, guns. Okay, here it is. Let's take a look at this. KWA LM4 PTR with a vest, and we also have a Polar Star. We were just talking about Polar Star. PR15
in a mystery box
with a vest that comes with it. So it looks like the Polar Star PR15 is $640. You're only going to pay 100 and teens-ish if you use the coupon properly. So that is going to have one lucky winner win that. We have the KMP9 from KWA, the Mark 23 from KWA, the M9 from KWA, the USP Match from KWA, the 1911 Mark 1 from KWA, the USP Tactical from KWA, the MP7 from KWA, the Mac 11 from KWA,
Tokarev,
the USP Compact NS2 from KWA, the Tokarev from KWA, and we've got the SOCOM Gear 1911, the WE M9 with a universal holster, it looks like, and a propane adapter kit. So looks like we've got an all-in-one package. You're gonna get an M9 with a holster and a propane adapter. That is pretty sick.
Indeed.
That is pretty sick. Not to mention, you can get a Polar Star. So, just to clarify, all the stuff that we just mentioned right now is going to happen on December 1st, but the other mystery box is going live on Monday. You also have a chance to win some awesome stuff. So
I don't know if Tim mentioned the price. I think you did, but this one is going to retail at $138. But of course, you get the coupon code. It's going to drop it down quite a bit. So
drop it down by 120 or so in the teens.
Somebody asked, "What is the most reliable BB you have ever used?" For me personally, I really like Elite Force BBs. I've never had any problems with them. I've never had a single jam. I don't think I've ever cleaned my gun either, so I should probably do that. But yeah, Elite Force is pretty good.
I went for years without cleaning my gun barrel. For like one of the guns that I used a lot when I first started playing was my TM SR16, and I changed it out, a couple of times in different barrel lengths, so I had to use different inner barrels. But once I settled on the Knights Armament CQBR front end, the King Arms CQBR front end,
the marketing one.
Yeah, it says Knights Armament on it. That's how realistic King Arms is. But once I settled on that barrel was in there for like 4 years, and I never cleaned it
once.
Yeah, I did not clean it. And then the time that I did clean it, I was like, oh my god. There's like monsters living inside my barrel.
The BBs are dodging stuff on the way out.
Exactly.
So it's like Pac-Man outside your barrel for BBs.
Oh, exactly. Oh, man. Yeah. Once I got it clean, I mean, I did notice a little bit of a better, accuracy and a little bit more consistency after shooting.
Well, honestly, I pretty much only ever use 2.8s when I shoot my airsoft guns. I just use 2.8s for everything. Like, they just punch through things better. They're just
the heavier BB is the better. I pretty much stick with. I usually use whatever's available to me. So, like you said, the Elite Force BBs. Haven't had any issues with those. I have in the past used Airsoft Elite BBs, which are also very good. The Airsoft GI BBs are made by the same people that make Tokyo Marui's BBs in Japan. They are fantastic BBs.
As well, yeah.
The KSC Perfect BBs, aka the KWA BBs, those are also very good.
I know Bob pretty much solely uses those in Elite Force. Bob uses the KWA BBs in his KWA guns, and then he uses pretty much Elite Force.
Well, it's recommended by KWA that you do that because when they develop the guns, they develop it with those BBs. Yeah. So it makes total sense. And so sometimes with KWA guns, you'll have issues with other brand BBs. But as long as pretty much you use a high quality name brand. I've never had a problem with my SR7. I don't know where Bob has so many problems. Well, it's really the gas.
That could be because I don't
that
have
are a little more finicky. The SR7?
Yeah. Everything's different. But yeah, so I don't know. Speaking of water bottles, we still have a deal going on right now.
Do you want to tell them about it?
I will. We'll tell them about this. If you guys purchase this water bottle, not this one
on our website
specifically, because Tim just drank out of it and germs and names.
We have other water bottles that look like that.
They look just like this. Actually, they look identical to this. But basically, inside of one of these water bottles is a ticket for Mark 20.
No, HK45.
HK45. Correct. So you can get a HK45. It's randomly inside one of the bottles. So when you open this up and you pull the paperwork out, make sure you read it. Don't just throw it away.
You should really look at the camera. So
I'm looking at myself, man, because I'm right there. It's difficult, But don't throw it away because there might be a certificate for an HK45.
You'll be able to see it. I mean, these are the clean canteens, and they made out of recycled materials or whatever, you know, tree hugger stuff that they're all about. But
Tree
there's
huggers.
paper already inside of it, and then we also put the certificate for the HK45. So I mean, again, this is another like similar to the mystery box item. You pay $14 or $16 for this thing, and you could have had a chance to win a $140 pistol.
It's a really cool pistol. I was playing with it. Not the one that we're going to send out, but a HK45 on my desk not too long ago.
Whew. I have a canteen.
Dude.
Of course he does. No, I'm reciting Gregory
How
Wong.
you can't fit a free tomahawk in that. You are correct, you cannot. Unless it is the tomahawk from that movie where the little boy has a cabinet and he locks the little lock and
The Indian in the cupboard.
Mm.
How did they film that? That is.
I honestly, when that was filmed, I was
Did
like,
they just get big
how?
furniture or little people?
Just a crazy huge set. If any of you guys don't know what we're talking about, The Indian in the Cupboard is a
It's a
really good
ridiculous movie.
Yeah, it's ridiculously awesome. Doesn't it have Owen Wilson in it? He's the
I don't
cowboy.
know. I don't really like that movie,
Oh,
but I
man.
just thought that.
That was a good movie.
The Kid who ate ERG info. Do we have any info about that?
Yeah, we do.
That is an AEG
None.
that recoils.
Yeah,
It's virtually the
like
same
they
size.
set it on the table and it goes when
Yeah.
they shoot it.
It's virtually the same size as a regular M4.
I think it's actually exactly
Exactly the same size. Yeah, but it
it's-
moves more.
Correct. It also shoots BBs out the front when you fire it.
And it is magazine fed.
Correct.
It
You
has-
can buy replaceable magazines that detach and go just kind of very similar to an M4.
Yeah.
I would almost say identical.
Yeah, but there are special ERG magazines that'll like operate the bolt catch, I think, or make it stop, right? Or no?
No,
Is
I don't
that
believe
that's
I don't
not
think
that?
that's
I'm
that
thinking of
one.
something else.
A release date? No.
Oh, that kind of info.
Yeah,
no, we don't have.
Nobody
info like
knows. Even KWA doesn't know. So
that. Oh, I'm sure they know. They're just
they don't know.
they don't know. Okay, if you say so.
I asked them. They were like, "We don't know."
Oh, really?
No,
Okay.
but they don't know.
Okay.
Much love.
It'll be here, eventually.
As soon
As soon as
As early
as
as.
soon as the release date happens.
when it comes out, it'll be out.
Okay, this
Definitely.
guy's an interesting question. Mod 1 versus Mod 0 Mark 18. I don't know the difference between the mods.
Why don't you tell us the difference between the mods, and then we'll tell you which one we like
I have
more.
a couple of Mark 18s, I think.
I'll look for that pink text. Come on, where is it?
Have you heard your missing knife yet? No, I haven't heard from it.
Whoever got a free Emerson, ha!
Somebody got a free Emerson when they bought an Echo 1 ER25K off of us.
So they opened it up,
2
they
or
were
3
like,
years ago.
"Oh wow, I got a knife that's like 4 times the amount of this gun."
It wasn't 4 times because
No,
the
it's
ER25 is actually a pretty expensive gun. So I think that gun's for like $250.
equals 9.59 inch.
Okay,
7 inch.
I have the 7.5
You do
inch
have a 7
Knight's Armament mod. So that's the Mod 0.
Mod 0.
I like that gun a lot. Obviously, it's mine. I also like the Daniel Defense version.
I personally would have to say I'm going to go with the Mod 1. I personally don't like to have a lot of barrel outside of my rail. I like to have my rail kind of inside the barrel, if you know what I mean.
Put that.
But it basically, yeah, I don't know. I like the.
I
that one a
mean,
little
they're
better.
very similar guns, save for the front end. I like them both. Anything the Navy SEALs use is good enough for me,
Much, yeah.
obviously. But
Aren't they using a lot of the MP7s nowadays? I've
I
heard stories.
don't think they're allowed to tell us what they use.
I'm sure they're not.
I'm sure they're using some sort of. The 416 would
I've
actually
seen
be
some
really
416
awesome.
pictures out there for sure.
In fact, there are pictures circulating about the gun that shot Obama, and I believe
Obama.
it was
I believe you
Osama.
had to say Osama,
Uh-oh.
because we can't speak about the president being assassinated.
Right,
Don't
right,
show
right.
you, 'cause we will
I
go
get
to
that
jail.
mixed. The gun that shot Osama was supposed to be a 416.
There was actually an episode of Son of Guns where they got the guy from, I believe it's a certain organization where he basically teaches people about military tactics, and he's supposed to be the squad that killed Osama. And yeah, he basically is saying it was a modified 416 that was rechambered in a different round.
Oh, really? That's
So it was
interesting.
rechambered out of 5.56 into something else. I think 5.58 or something. I don't really know the round.
I don't
I
know.
know it was a different round, and they basically said that they
6.8?
maybe.
I know there's
I'm
6.8s out
Yeah,
there.
Chris Kyle, thank you very much for the information on it. Yeah, I watched that episode on YouTube. Frankly enough, it was kind of odd to see a full episode of Sons of Guns on YouTube. It's a Discovery Channel thing, so I'm not advising you go watch it, but go check it out. Yeah, it was not a 7.62. I know that.
They said the next day.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't.
7.62,
maybe.
416? That would just be a 417 then. wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
correct. It was a 416 modified to a different round. I know that for a fact.
It probably was modified to a 6.8.
It might have
6.8.
been. The news said it was. I don't read the news, yo. I read the guys who actually did that stuff. But anyways, back on
I
subject.
need more water.
416s are awesome. I really want to get one. I don't really want to get one. I want to get that one without having to pay $1,000 for it. Because I know what the internals are inside of that gun, and they are really nice. So, when will it be the release for the info from Battlefield 3? I want it so bad. Why don't you send me an email at Josh?
Andrew, hold on. Andrew, let me ask you this. How much would you be willing to pay for that M4?
Yeah,
Because I already know, based off of what is on it, how much it's going to cost. But, I mean, you say you want it really bad. I know a lot of other people say they want it. But I'm really curious, how much would you be willing to pay for it? $50, that's what I thought. $150, that's even less than I thought.
190 to 240. I'll tell you this right now: the
350.
accessories alone on that are probably double that budget.
No, hold on. I haven't heard from that guy yet. Still, Andrew.
Yeah, he's never played.
Andrew 232. $150 is $150. $2 bill.
$2 bill.
Andrew 232. What are you willing to pay?
If that
for
$2 bill happens to be from like the 1920s era, it'll be
$450 or $500.
That's a little more in the price range.
That's a little more realistic, but I can already tell you that.
Why don't you do a breakdown? Prices, man.
Well, okay. Let's talk about.
Let's do a breakdown. We're gonna do a breakdown for you guys live. You've seen it first. Nobody knows the actual cost of this gun. We haven't done this yet.
We haven't done the breakdown on this gun yet.
Let's start from the stock. Paracord, free.
We're not going to charge you for paracord,
Nice
obviously. This is
KC
all
rear
stock.
sight.
This rear sight is probably in the neighborhood of $25.
All right. So
Oh, Frank is here.
hey, Frank.
Frank, can you give us a breakdown of what's on this
Yeah,
thing?
perfect. The guy who built it can do a breakdown for us. This sounds great. Let's go ahead and
This is good timing.
grab a chair, Frank, right over there.
Guys,
All right.
stand
Oh, you gonna
You
stand?
can just
Okay.
bring the food in. We're going to talk.
Damn.
So we've got, this is not a garter rear
waiter
sight.
now for you guys, or?
Yes, please.
This is not a garter.
Oh my god.
I'll even
okay.
give you a tip.
This is the same one that's on the G-Force, right?
Yes.
So that's like $25 for the rear sight. M-Bus sights.
If anybody's
how
got a
much are they?
calculator out there, start adding up. So we have $25 total so far. Actually, let's start with the base
These
gun.
are like $20.
What's the base gun?
Base gun is a VFC. What's a VFC M4?
VFC M4.
series M4.
So that's like what,
280?
283? I think it's 3 something. I thought it was 3.
No, it's not.
It
It's
might be
280-ish. And then we're doing plus $20 for the rear sight. So we're
Okay,
at
so let's go
300.
optic.
Optic, you're looking
Those
at
are $100.
$100.
VSC
box
pack
is
box.
$115.
The VSC one though.
Yeah, I know it's the
Okay.
VSC one.
Laser light.
M-Bus front sight, 35.
M-Bus front sight, is that 35
I
bucks?
think it's 35.
$35 for the front sight. How
Is
much
that-
is the
ICS ready system?
KAC can?
Oh, this one, yeah.
Ooh, I can't remember. I don't know what it's. I think those are like 40, 50 bucks.
$50.
We'll just say 50 on the high end. Bravo lights.
Bravo light. How much is this thing?
I think it's like 80 on the website.
Is that the Bravo one?
Yeah,
This is
80.
the Bravo one. Is
80
it
on the
$80?
website.
$80.
Then the Ready Mag system from
The
ICS.
Ready Mag from ICS is like 35, 40 bucks.
35, 40 bucks.
35
These are all
bucks.
general estimates.
Yeah, so this is kind of a rough scale.
The UTG rail covers, they're like $10, right?
Something like that. Oh, what about the rail itself? Is this actually already part of the?
Oh, yeah.
110 bucks.
Plus the rail.
VSC doesn't come with that rail. Comes with
The
the
20 bucks in the little gas block, dude.
Oh, we've got a gas block.
Yeah, man, it has to look
Nice.
Good. Yeah, all the realistic stuff is in there.
Are we missing anything that was done in here?
I don't
The
think
extra
so.
magazine?
What, $10, $5?
That's still
No, because we've got one
One shorty,
one
one
G
long.
and G mag. So a G and G mag's $28. So plus 28. Okay, so we're looking at about $883 on our estimates of what this would cost. Now, normally when we build custom guns, we do offer to you for a little less than what it would be to assemble it yourself. But that'll give you the ballpark of what this thing is going to cost.
Now, you guys got to remember something though. This was built by Frank. Frank went through this with detail and
It
puts
looks
everything.
exactly like
yeah,
the BFP
I mean, this
gun.
is the Battlefield 3 gun. I mean, this is meticulously built, so
Yeah.
nothing was spared as far as elements of realism. So
This thing's sick. This is a Mark 18 Mod 1, according to our friend
9.5 inch, right?
9.5 inch Daniel defense round. I like it with the can on it and everything.
It's a beautiful gun.
This is gnarly. So we've
So,
got
yeah.
food here.
So you're gonna have to-
We can either eat it here or eat it there.
Well, we can eat and chill with
Thank
you
you,
guys
Frank.
if you want.
All
we're just gonna be chit chatting. It's up to kind of up to
Let's
you
just
guys.
chit-chat. Let's
I guess
bring
we'll
the
chit
food
chat.
in here
We'll eat
and
some food and chit
chit-chat.
chat. We're gonna eat some tacos. Hopefully, Frank brought some tacos.
they're rating it, man. So one of you guys better get up over there.
Tim,
and
if you
go
will
get
salt-
it.
I'll hold this.
All right, Tim's holding the fort. I'm gonna get some tacos. I'll be right back. How many you want? 3?
As many as you can fit.
Yes,
Like,
many.
grab like 4 plates. Get some musubi. I know you're not aware of what that is. Does custom guns come with optics and attachments? Normally they don't, but that one will. That's why we were tallying up everything. But normally when you see custom guns on our website, they don't come with the accessories on it. But that one will. The BF3 gun will. KWA USP Compact is a good pistol. I personally don't like small pistols, so I would use a regular USP. But if you like the compact, then go for it. What do I think about the G4 Barrett Rec 7.14? That's a legit gun. It's basically it's built from one of our combat machines. I think the Rec 7 front end looks really neat on it. It's it's got that rail gas block thing going on, so it's kind of cool. Can you ask me something, mano y mano? You can try, but I may not answer. When do I think the ERG will come out? I'm not really sure when the ERG is going to come out, but you know what? If you want to, you can head over to our Black Friday sale, which is at our retail store here in Walnut, California, and KWA actually has their marketing trailer thing out there. So head over there. You can ask them yourself and probably get a more straightforward answer than I can give you. The TR16A2 no longer blowback. You know what? That's another good question for G&G, who is also at our Black Friday sale. But I believe that G&G does have their pneumatic blowback system still in their top tech lineup of guns. So you just have to read the descriptions and read the product titles very carefully. You're in West Virginia. What are you doing out there, man? Get over to California where it's happening. What's the difference between KSC and KWA? KWA is a company based here in the United States. KSC is in Asia. They have very similar products, but they're not exactly the same. Have I ever heard of the TK twist barrel? I think I have heard of that, but I don't have any experience with it, so I can't really tell you. Will there be more shockers released throughout the day? Good question. The shockers that went live today are going to stay live until they sell out. But we're also going to be refreshing the shocker section with some extra new shockers coming in on Cyber Monday. So if you go to the front page of our website, you can see the dates and times in that infographic that's right on the front page of our website. You really can't miss it. I don't know how to explain it any more clearly. The front page of our website says A Season to Remember. It has Black Friday doorbusters today at 00 hours. Monday the 26th at 00 hours there will be the Cyber Monday doorbusters, so there'll be new shockers in there. You can check that out. The G4A2 Flamehawk is a solid gun. All of the G4s, they're really solid guns. They are a tried and true platform. They're really affordable, and they're really reliable. So, I mean, if you're looking for CQB, the A2 Flaming Hog, if that's the CQB gun, the one I'm thinking of, I think it is, that would be a good option for you. Is the Flaming Hog or the Blazing Hog? I'm pretty sure I'm best barrel, hop-up chamber, and bucking combo. Well, everybody seems to be digging the R-Hop setup going on, and from what I understand, an R-Hop with a Prometheus barrel is pretty much the cream of the crop as far as range goes. I very rarely play at a field where range is a necessity, so I just have regular hop-ups and barrels and buckings in my guns. I don't have anything that's R-Hopped, and I seem to be doing just fine, so it's really up to you. You are Sofa King Awesome. That is very clever. Hey Tim, I'm trying to call you guys to confirm expedited shipping, but it keeps saying you're closed, which you're not. Stealth Hawk 69. We are having a Black Friday sale today, so none of the sales reps are on the phones. They're all assisting customers at the Black Friday sale. So the next time we'll be able to get to you is probably Monday. As soon as Airsoft is legal in the Netherlands, you'll invite me for a game. I'd be down to play in the Netherlands. That would be really, really awesome. And just to get to travel to play Airsoft in general would be really sick. I've actually been in discussion with some of my friends over in Europe, and I'm going to try to get into a game going out there. But time and date and what game specifically has not been set in stone yet, so we'll see how that goes. Those aren't guns in the background, it's a green screen. Actually, psst, these are guns that are behind me, it's not a green screen. Our blue screen is actually right there. We use a blue screen, not a green screen, but I can prove it to you. This is our Battlefield gun. I think not the Battlefield gun, the Black Ops gun that we built for that one video where we're like, oh, we should replicate the Black Ops. I get the games mixed up sometimes. This thing's pretty sick though. This is a cool gun to fire because it shoots really fast. I will buy a KWA MP7 cylinder on Cyber Monday. That is a good call. Where's Josh with that food, man? I'm starving. I am starving. What gear was the Battlefield 3 setup made of? It was a random assortment of a lot of gear. You're going to have to watch the video. We go over every piece of it, so you can see that there. Do you have been disappointed by a gun this year?
Got bad news, man. No tortillas.
No tortillas?
No tortillas.
How could they not have tortillas?
They just don't have them. So,
What the heck?
steak and then some
Dude,
musubi.
what the hell is this?
Musubi.
Doesn't look like any musubi.
I don't know either, man. What's up, guys? I'm back. Tim probably was talking a bunch of garbage while I was gone. No tortillas! I know, right? Can you believe this? No tortillas. Yeah, I know.
That's like crab musubi.
Crab musubi?
I've never had this before.
No, I'm excited for.
This is not the way I normally eat musubi. What's up? What are you excited for?
Going back over there to get some tacos.
Oh, they have top tortillas over there. There's some tortillas over here.
What you said?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
This is amazing.
Opinion on the safe face warlord mask. I don't even know that they made a warlord mask or what that entitles.
I'll get to that in a minute. Safe face. They make face masks, obviously, right?
I've heard about them making the masks that save your face. Yes,
Mhm.
I have been relayed that information.
The Warlord, it's just a design. All of the safe face masks, they pretty much look the same way. So if you like the design, go for it. But Safe Face is one of the nicer face mask companies out there, I think.
I would say that. I would say they're in the top echelon.
They're in the
but
upper
they're in the
echelon.
bottom bracket of the top echelon. I would say in my personal
Probably,
opinion.
yeah. I mean, if I had to choose between a dye, a sly, and a safe face mask, it would be probably in that order. The safe face mask would be the last one I would choose because, well, actually, I have to clarify that. It really depends on what I'm doing. Because for filming, the safe face mask is a really good mask because it provides a really rigid structure for you to mount a camera to, and there's a lot of flat
I
surfaces.
don't know what that new put on the lens thing with the I4s. That
Well,
might-
yeah,
that might
I
be
mean, we could do
removed.
that, but I mean,
Earlier you asked a question about cucumbers and other affiliated objects. I'm going to go ahead and say that it's definitely going to be a cucumber. The working in a produce section for many years, I've definitely become accustomed to the cucumbers in the boxes, so I'm definitely going to go with that one. He was referring to a cucumber versus a dildo, and I would say
in a
that
fight?
I don't know what that context was. He just said what would you rather have? And I definitely would go with cucumber because, for one, it not only provides nutrition, but they're pretty heavy, man. You could totally chuck that and hurt somebody.
So it's a weapon.
Yeah, correct.
Gotcha.
So, I mean,
So it's a
just
healthy,
based off of
a healthy weapon.
ergonomic things, you know.
Utility value.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Yeah, no, back on topic to the save face thing. I think they're good masks for different situations, but I definitely think that they could work a little better on the thermal lenses. I had some really serious issues with fogging at Lion Claws.
Well, here's the thing: is that the lens is exactly the same. It's a 2-pane thermal lens, same as dyed, same as slack. But the unique thing about Safe Face is that they provide forehead protection. You'll notice the dye I4 that you have cuts off at the goggle.
No.
Same with the slide mask; it cuts off at the goggle. It allows for ventilation to happen. So, I mean, it has the Safe Face mask has the same amount of ventilation that the other masks do, but because of the forehead protection, it traps more heat in.
And forces
And so-
it back down to the lens.
Exactly, and so you have more condensation, and even a thermal lens, you know,
So
it's not
basically need to
it's
make
not
like
magic.
A flat, just straight out. Instead
Yeah,
of
I
curved.
mean, they need to find some way to protect your forehead without blocking that
Man,
ventilation.
could you imagine?
Can you imagine if somebody made like a baseball hat or something that had like something to protect your forehead? You could wear any face mask you wanted without forehead
I feel
protection.
like you could even like work together with those companies to do something like that. You know,
We can work together with them.
like you could be like, hey, you can sell your mask, and we'll also sell this with it.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be
It's a
awesome.
package product.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, because the Safe Face offer forehead protection like that.
You should be. Never had it before.
Crazy
It's like a
Dutch.
giant sushi roll.
Yeah. Crazy Dutch is asking if we use Condor or OE-Tech. I actually have a plate
do.
carrier.
Yeah, I do.
I have a plate carrier built with just Condor stuff. And actually, here's the thing. I used to have an Eagle plate carrier.
Which are pretty nice.
Eagle is a very nice tactical gear company.
Real steel.
Yeah, they make tactical gear for real operators. I sold my Eagle plate carrier and got the Condor one because it was cheaper and I could put some money back in my pocket. Even used, I was able to sell my plate carrier used and make enough money to get a Condor rig
And
and pouches and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
still put money in my pocket. So, I mean,
I saw some of the new stuff from the Condor booth, the lineup they have coming out soon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new, really good stuff that they're coming out with. So
they make good gear. I mean,
yeah, I totally agree with Condor.
if you think
know,
of Condor as airsoft gear, you are sorely
People,
mistaken.
yeah, people have a horrible misconception of thinking that, like, oh, Condor is just shitty gear and operators would never use that. We
It's-
make up a very, very small percentage of what Condor actually sells.
I've mentioned this in the videos previously, is that Airsoft is only about, it's less than 20% of Condor's business. More than 80% of Condor sales are going to military, law enforcement, real gun shooters, you know?
Exactly.
And so,
So everyone's like, oh, I'm not going to use it. It's not good gear. It's like, well, if it's good enough for our troops, I'm pretty sure it's good enough for you. So,
yeah. This meat is amazing. I wish it was in a taco. I don't know how to block private messages.
can you explain Molly gear? Molly is a type of webbing
Okay, let me explain this to you.
that you weave.
Here you go.
You ever done underwater basket weaving? You'd have a better idea about it.
So this vest is a Molly vest. These pouches and stuff that are on it are not fixed to it. So this is what Molly gear looks like essentially. So you've got, you know, your webbing.
This is actually a Lancer Tactical vest, not Condor.
Yeah, this is a Lancer Tactical, but you got the webbing here. That's all sewn
Let's get a little
in.
closer with that.
And then you
Get a little
weave.
closer.
No,
You can see it.
they can see it fine. And then you weave your straps in. This is not woven properly. You should go over, under. And then bam, you've attached your pouch to it. So this is what Molly gear is. Molly, M-O-L-L-E, is actually an acronym that stands for modular something load something equipment. So I don't know what it stands for.
There's some letters
exactly.
in there that may need some
Somewhere.
words or
Look up
something.
look
but
up Molly on Wikipedia and it'll give you an example. But that's what Molly gear is. You know, it's a type of tactical gear that allows you to switch the position of your pouches based off of what you're doing or where you like to have your pouches.
Correct.
Versus a
very
vest or rig that has fixed pouches that you can't move at
I
all.
think the M stands for modular, doesn't it?
What?
M stands for modular.
Yeah, I said modular something, load something, something equipment.
Right. So Tim,
Yeah.
how is the G4 silent death, in your opinion?
I already answered that guy's question.
Well, I'm curious.
Should have done.
What gun is that? Is that a shorty?
I believe it's a short gun. Yeah. It's one of those ones where the barrel extension comes out of the barrel, or the barrel extension comes out of the rail, similar to how you're gonna set up.
Oh, okay. So it's a little, what would you call that? Like, not seceded?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
one of
really.
the barrel extensions under the rail.
Indeed.
That's all I have to say about that.
Modular lightweight load carrying equipment. There you go.
There you go.
Bingo. 10 internets to you.
Yes, the internet points. Those are important.
Without them, I mean, how can you survive? I mean, what would you do?
I just don't know where to turn mine in. I got like internet points piling up since
I do
like
too.
the early 2000s.
You probably have at least 100,000 Bimmer internet points.
or
right?
more. I mean, I don't even check my account anymore with my internet points because I don't know who takes them.
I know. We need to find a company. Josh, do you use a helmet when you play? And Tim. Tim does not.
No.
I do not. For 2 reasons. I play in California. Guess what? California is hot. Really hot. And I really don't want to die of like a heat stroke because I overheated my head because I'm wearing super Milsim gear and I want to look really cool. I'd rather not look cool and be comfortable and not die. Second reason. I don't like wearing helmets. So
I don't like wearing helmets either.
I don't know, it's too much, man. If I was like gonna go super legit Milsim, like gotta have everything, I'd try Peltors. I'm like a hat, and I don't know.
Even when I used to skateboard, I never wore a helmet.
Me too. I ride my bike all the time, never wore helmets.
I used to snowboard without a helmet too.
That's a little dangerous. I wouldn't advise that. You can go really quick, really fast without realizing it.
Yeah. Well,
Snowboarding's a little dangerous.
my dad got me a helmet for when I go snowboarding, and it's actually really cool because it's got speakers in the earmuffs. And
Oh
so
yeah, I've seen that.
the helmet protects your head, keeps your ears warm, and it's got speakers right there, so you can just plug in your iPod while you're flying down the mountain.
I do like that setup, honestly, when you're snowboarding. The music and snowboarding is so much fun.
Yeah.
While we're on the subject of helmets,
While we're on the subject of snowboarding,
someone just brought up the Lancer Tactical Mitch helmets.
Mhm.
They're pretty cool. They're really cheap and they're really awesome. So
Lancer Tactical in general is something that you really shouldn't discount too
Yeah.
much. I mean,
people see the price and they're like, "Oh, it's got to be the worst quality stuff that's ever made."
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not terrible. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, Lancer Tactical is, the shiz. It's not like Eagle or Paraclete or Cry Precision, but they make good gear
Geohazard,
for the price.
Don't do that again. I will ban you.
All right. Let's just
Well-
take care of that right now.
Later. Bye bye. Anyways, continue on. Lancer Tactical. No, they make pretty decent stuff. I mean, if you're starting out in airsoft and you don't know if you're gonna like it or not, and you don't want to spend a ton of money. That's the way.
You
I
can
would.
actually get. Actually, the reason why I brought this in here is because this rig is like $60 with the pouches.
$60 with everything.
And then you can get a Lancer Tactical M4 for like 90 or so bucks. Use the discount coupon. You can literally start playing airsoft and have everything you need with a vest and a gun and a battery charger and all that stuff that you need to get out on the field for under $150.
Yeah, that's pretty unheard of.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be that you could get a gun and battery and stuff for under $150. That was supposed to be cheap. Now you can add a vest with pouches on it and a gun and battery and charger
Yeah.
for under $150. Now,
I mean, if you have a little more money to spend, or
by
you
all
wanna-
means, do it. Yeah, but if you don't have a lot of money to spend and you literally have a tight budget of about $150,
you could
you
could
can
rock
get
that.
some serious.
Yeah, you
some
could rock a
serious
Lancer
stuff.
Tactical. How many M4 pouches? 3?
This is a triple M4 pouch, but each of these pouches holds 2, so you can hold up to 6 magazines in here.
6 mags. You have a
General
utility pouch.
another utility
You-
pouch here,
And hydration.
hydration
And
carrier
it's got
on the
hydration
back.
carrier on the back. I don't think it comes with a hose.
No
No
bladder,
hose, but you can buy a bladder for like $20 on our
Or
website.
less, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, so basically, essentially, for less than $100, you're gonna have a full rig ready to
Yeah,
go.
I mean,
I
it's
don't
not
think-
going to be a full metal gun. It's not going to be Cordura rig or anything like that, but it'll get you on the field. You'll get to play.
Are we enemies with Evike? No.
No.
They're really cool guys.
Yeah.
Every time I see them, I'm always like, "Hey, what's up?" We played some airsoft with them at ITS, or with Matt.
Yeah.
So really cool guys, no problems with them. Everyone has this weird statement because we all work in airsoft together that we hate each other. It's like, do you think Walmart and Target are like just trying to kill each other? No, they're not. It's like whatever. you
They're
know
all
what I mean?
making money together.
Everyone's having a good time. Yeah, exactly.
The Waltons and the Target people.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, man. Everyone's having good times. So
A lot of people ask me sometimes, what if you got into a fight with Matt? Who would win? Why would I fight him? I mean, I'd win, but why would I fight him?
And then
There's no point in
12
doing
days
it.
later, Matt's going to be on a broadcast. Why would I even fight him? I mean, I would win, but I don't know how I would fight him. So.
He's a friend of mine. I'm not going to fight the guy.
Well, I
I
didn't
wanna
see
hurt
you
him.
guys at Airsoft Con. Airsoft Con happened to be the same weekend that we were doing Bob vs. Tim, right?
Yeah, that was the Buffers 10
Yeah.
weekend.
So we were actually busy doing a game, but I
We
would have
were
showed up.
playing Airsoft.
I would have came had it not been that day. I honestly would have. There's a lot of cool stuff.
You would have came that day?
Oh yes.
The only day?
Oh yes.
Let me get some water.
You do that. You should refill me as well.
Alright.
Hold for it then.
Okay, I'm gonna actually switch chairs, so Tim's gonna sit on that side now because I can't see the freaking screen because I don't got my glasses on. I can't see really well far away. Bob vs. Tim was awesome. I had a really good time with that. The video, I really wanted a little more time to edit the video that came out. Kind of a little disappointed with that one, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So it happens. Mystery boxes? Yes, we're gonna have some new mystery boxes coming out. I have the list for them right here. Those are mystery boxes right there. Josh, what do you think of 101 Inc. BBs? I've never heard of them before, so if you want to, send me some, and I'll test them out for you and let you know. Well, they have SHOT Show in Rhode Island. We're going to SHOT Show in Vegas in January. That's going to be really, really fun. I'm looking forward to meeting all the real steel manufacturers and kind of getting to know a little more on the other end. So, oh man, my nose is getting a little stuffed up. That's a little spicy. What kind of time frame are you expected for the boxes? The boxes are going to be going up. I don't have the dates on here. I know they're going up actually pretty soon. There's one in December, and I believe one's coming up this month on Cyber Monday.
Dude, what the heck?
Huh?
There was like lettuce and onions and salsa and cilantro. They didn't give me
You
any
could
of
have.
that.
You know what, man?
You know what, man? I trusted you.
I
to
could.
get
What am I
lunch.
supposed to? I'm not your wife.
Came back
bro.
with
I
a
don't
big
know.
plate of meat.
I'm not his wife. I don't know. I don't know what he wants. He might be allergic to onions, and I come back and his whole meal's ruined.
I'm not allergic to anything.
Just saying, man.
Did you do another run of the mystery boxes?
Someone was asking about the dates. I really wasn't too sure when the dates for those two mystery
Cyber
boxes.
Monday. We're doing a mystery box Cyber Monday, which is 2 days from now. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then December 1st, which I believe is the following Saturday, is when the second mystery box is. So let's just recap. The mystery box of desire on crack, which is essentially the mystery box
I don't
of
think it's
desire.
going to be called that, so don't look that up.
No,
on the
but
website.
it is like the mystery box of desire on crack because we added all these VFC and G&G guns to
You
it.
know, the mystery box of desire had some freaking awesome stuff in it.
Yeah, but the mystery box of desire will be on Cyber Monday, and the other one that doesn't have a name yet will be on December 1st.
We should try to find out what we can call it. It's all a lot of K-Dub stuff in there. We should call it Dubs.
The Dub Box.
The K-Dub box.
The Dub Box.
They got some funny names that start with KWA. I know that's impossible, but maybe some funny KWA names if you guys
The
can.
Mystery Qua Box.
The Mystery Qual box.
Quam.
Cyber Monday, aw crap. Are they going to be cheap? I only have like $200 or $300 left.
Yes.
You are in luck.
The Cyber Monday mystery box is going to be $189.95, but
Without
if you use
coupons.
a discount coupon,
Right, so-
it'll bring it down to, so what did I say, $38? So it'll bring it down to about $150-ish.
Right.
So
Somebody asks, is there ever going to be a reputable electric MP7? I'm not sure if you're familiar with this brand. They're kind of underground. They started in Japan. They're called
Tokyo
Tokyo
Marui?
Marui. Yeah, I think I may be mispronouncing that.
Tokyo Marui.
Tokyo Marui.
They make an
Marui?
electric MP7.
Tokyo Marui. Yeah,
Tokyo, a lot
they
of
make some
people call
good
it
stuff.
Tokyo Maru, but it's
Maru?
Marui.
I've heard Marui.
I believe it's Marui.
I've heard both.
I guess Maru would be technically the English, you know.
Josh, can you contact me? Yes, you can contact me about the BBs. Just go to my Facebook. It's Josh E. Dot.
You seem really confused.
Send
right
me
now.
an email. Send me an email
Josh
to
E at
joshe@airsoftgi.com. So Josh,
Type your email in
the
there
letter
for him.
E. I'll do that. Josh E at airsoftguy.com. Bam. Send me an email there. I will respond in about a month. No, I'm just kidding. I'll respond on Monday. If I'm here. Send me an email. I plan on getting the JG-G36 for my first gun. Is it good as a gun for 125 as reviews say it is? I agree with that actually. I do think it is.
I think that is a good gun for 125. You should really get on buying that gun very soon.
Yeah, because there's
before
some,
the end of the year
some really good
because
deals going on right now for that.
yeah, we've got some
Isn't
good
there?
deals going on, but also I don't think that Heckler and Koch
We're
is going to allow unlicensed airsoft guns to be sold after the end of the year. So,
So
you're going to need to
pretty
jump
much,
on
yeah.
that.
What's going to
really
probably
soon.
happen after the end of the year is any company that's manufacturing stuff, whether it be G&G or...
Doesn't matter who it is. If it's
Yeah.
unlicensed, it's
It's
not
not
going
gonna
to
be
be
made
kosher anymore.
Yeah.
So similar to the type of thing that, well, not even similar. Yeah, kind of like, Glock came through
Glocks.
and eliminated
Glock,
all airsoft
there's
Glocks.
nothing.
H&K, you have to get a licensed H&K gun. So that G36, if you're interested in it, jump on it right now.
Yeah, I would totally advise that. I was talking to one of the guys at over at the G&G booth before I left the Black Friday sale, and they were saying I picked up, what was it? What did I pick up? Oh, the UMP. I picked up, they have a UMP at G&G. It's really, really nice.
They've had a UMP for a while. That's a really cool gun.
It's actually a really nice UMP. So the Umarex one I wasn't so pleased with when I saw the one that we had in the studio.
I don't recall which one you're referring
Whatever.
to,
But yeah, they had a
the
UMP.
G&G UMP is definitely of
Yeah.
higher quality.
And I was
The
like, man,
Umarex
this thing
one-
is awesome. And
Yeah.
then they were like, yeah, we're not going to be able to make it anymore. So if you want to get one, get it now. So
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, that's not a bad idea. I have a question about your G4 series. I probably have an answer about the G4 question that you have about our G4 series.
Speaking of Black Friday, though, you mentioned you just left the Black Friday sale.
Correct.
If you joined us late, we're having a Black Friday sale at our walk-in store. It's 20% off, as you can see from the title of the chat thing. We've also got tacos. We've got Mama Masubi, which is a Japanese
And
fast food
apparently-
place.
I didn't know what Masubi was, but it's like giant sushi rolls that you can eat with your hand, like a hand
It's
roll.
really good.
And it's quite tasty.
Masubi is very tasty. We're also selling sodas out there. The benefits are going to the proceeds are going to benefit the Airsoft Safety Foundation. We've got the vendors out there: KWA, G&G, as Josh mentioned, he was talking to, NC Star, Lancer Tactical, Insight Interactive, Palcos. What? I already mentioned the tacos.
I know, they're just so good, I feel like mentioning them again.
Okay, yeah, the tacos are out there. With, they've got also some really homemade salsa that Josh didn't give me for any of the meat. He just wanted to give me the meat only. Without any of the sauce.
Hey, what can I say? I like to treat lady rights.
So
It's Airsoft GI, AirsoftGI.com.
Josh E. at airsoftgo.com. So let's change subjects a little bit. What is your strategy, Josh, for beating me in that race at Laguna Seca? You're going to
come down
Nissan GTR.
to three key things. Gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna win. Gonna win.
That's not a strategy.
That
for
is
winning.
a
You're
legitimate
assuming-
strategy. No, that's
You're assuming you're going to win.
okay. Here's my legitimate strategy. I'm gonna go home over the weekend.
Oh, you're going to practice.
I'm
is
gonna
what
play
it is.
Forza.
Okay, you're going to practice.
What's funny though, Forza doesn't even have a Nissan GTR. Like, can you believe that? So I have
It's
to,
'cause Forza's
I have to
not
go
realistic.
buy a freaking copy of Gran Turismo for this stupid challenge.
So you want to practice, is what you're saying. You don't want
No,
to make it
I actually don't think I'm going to practice. I'm actually probably just going to go into this cold call and just see what happens. But I mean, let's be honest here. He's going to try to beat me in a Mazda Miata. A Miata. You can buy a Miata for like $5,000. Nissan GTR. Nope, not going to happen.
You still haven't given me your strategy. Like,
Here's my strategy.
Hold on, kick that guy. I don't like all those things.
Psst. Guess what happened, man? You just got kicked because you are a silly goose and you can't follow the rules.
I'm just kidding. Give him a warning and then tell him.
Alright, here's the warning. Persist.
Don't do that again.
Yeah, I'll be all like, and you will leave. You are fucking boring. Really, that's highly unfortunate. I don't feel like we
What
are.
do you say?
I don't really feel like we are. Okay.
You don't have to watch this. I mean,
I know,
we're not
like,
forcing you to be here.
If you don't want to watch us,
You
go
can leave.
away.
Yeah,
Like
it doesn't
why?
make sense.
That's what I love about you. Okay, I need to just rant really quick. I make the YouTube videos for GITV, all of them. So when I get to watch, I watch the videos and I read comments on almost every single video. I'll be up to like 1 a.m. just like reading comments, and it's just the most just
Ignorant
ridiculous.
stuff.
It's just ignorance, pure ignorance. So if you guys out there are watching the videos that I make or GIT videos that we're all
And
making
if you
together,
don't like them, don't watch them.
stop commenting. Just watch the video, throw a like, and GTFO. Like, stop commenting on this stuff because it is just so crazy. I don't understand these kids out there. They're like, I wouldn't buy that gun for that much. I'd get a real AK from Palestine. That was a legitimate comment. A legitimate comment on a recent video was like, I would never buy that gun for $800 because I could buy 2 of them from the Palestinian market. And I was like, hey, you know what? Why don't you head out and go buy some guns on the Palestinian market, because it is just unreal. So I love the trolls out there, man. They are just having a great time.
Haters gonna hate.
Back on subject, what were we talking about before?
Your strategy for
my
victory.
strategy. Yeah, no, it's basically, I mean, I got 525 horsepower under the hood of Nissan GTR, and you have 178. I just don't mathematically see how that's possible. Unless I go in reverse the entire time, which you might have a chance then. Otherwise, you'll never know. So, hang on a second.
All right. I think that we should throw another. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we already.
I think we should announce some of the specials going on again, and then head back over to building.
Yeah, we do kind of have to go back to the.
We have to go back to our Black Friday
place.
sale.
Indeed.
But we want to thank you all for joining us. So, just to cover the Black Friday sale again, we've got the vendors out there. We've got tacos. We've got Masubi, 20% discounts. We've got the money booth out there, basically giving away free money. For you online people, like our friend in the net, well,
Not him.
Anybody that can actually buy from us, we have a mystery box going live on Monday. We've covered some of the guns in that mystery box. Go ahead and click on that. Yeah. 20% off. Oh, Condor is 30% off.
30% off.
At the retail store right now as
a
part
lot
of
of
Black
money
Friday. Our Monday, Cyber Monday mystery box is going to include, it's basically what was I going to say? What did I call that thing on crack? The Mystery Box of Desire on crack. So it's got the extra stuff from the Mystery Box of Desire. We've also got G&G RK 103 in there, VFC Full Metal M16, ICS Full Metal MX5 Pro. So we've got a lot of VFC and KWA stuff that was added into the Mystery Box. We've also got another Mystery Box going live December 1st, which is the following Saturday. And we've got lots of KWA stuff in there. KWA M9, Mark 23. USP Tactical, USP Match, MP7, the Polar Star PR15 is going to be the grand prize.
Polar Star. Everyone's always talking about Polar Star. We got one of the mystery boxes just for you guys.
So that's going to happen in the mystery box. We've got the KWA LM4 PTR gas blowback gun, which is going to be in that mystery box December 1st. So we've got a lot of cool stuff going on for the season to remember, the mystery boxes. Obviously, we've got all the discount coupons and stuff happening right now. We've got, I think it's Happy 2013 for 15% off. Plus free shipping, and then the Airsoft 2013 is the 20% off, no free shipping. Right. So I may have flip-flopped that,
but
I'm not really
guess
sure.
what? If you come to the walk-in store, you don't have to pay for shipping. We'll give it to you right there, and you can walk away with it. So
exactly. So if you're at the walk-in store.
Awesome. So, thanks all you guys for coming out and hanging out with us. I had a really good time.
Pretty good turnout.
I know.
For an impromptu show.
Had to do a little bit of trolls, but hey. They're always there. They are. See,
yeah, they're all over the internet.
Trolls, man. Trolls.
Well, Josh and I are gonna head back to the retail store for our Black Friday sale. If you're planning on heading out, we'll see you there.
Indeed. Have a good one, guys. We'll catch up with you
Adios.
later.